Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Now, this is a video that I thought I'd never make, but today I thought I had to because some funny guy gave me a very good reason to. And, well, how can I really say this? Well, I was on my bike and I seen this guy coming down, not pedaling at all, so I knew he had a e-bike of some sort. It had really fat tyres, so I don't know if it could actually go that fast, because it had fatter tyres than on my bike, so it probably couldn't really go that fast. And when he got past me, obviously they do that whole thing where they do a wheelie, basically to say, oh, I can do a wheelie, and all that stuff. He looked like a fucking ballerina, literally just like, I don't even know. He looked funny anyway, that's why I just laughed as he went past me. And if his showing off didn't end there, he decided to follow me for a bit. And he must have used his electric power to get up the hills, because I noticed he was behind me again. I don't even know when he started following me. At one point I could see him behind me. Or someone, again, without an electric bike. So I thought, you know what, if he wants to race me, then he can. Also, sorry for the sound in this video, it's not great, and quite far away from the phone for some reason. And I thought, if he wants to race, well, I might as well race him, get the exercise in. Which, obviously, they weren't, but anyway, that's up to them. Which brings me on to my point I'm going to talk about later. Anyway, so I start pedaling a bit, and I could see a few corners, but I've ridden down that road loads of times, so I didn't brake for any of them. And then I looked back in my mirror again, because I have a little mirror on my bike. I noticed, yeah, either he is one of these people who basically comes to a stop whenever there's a sight of a corner, and maybe that's how I beat him, or maybe he just couldn't keep up with me, because I know I was going quite fast, but again, I've been on that road loads of times. I'm also not saying that you guys should also go out yourself and start racing people on bikes, obviously not, but anyway, I can't really stop you if you do decide to do it anyway. But just as a warning, probably don't. Thankfully, I know what I'm doing when I'm going fast, because obviously I've played a lot of like racing games and all that stuff, which sounds stupid, but it's been proven that if you do play racing games, it does actually help you know what to do when you're going into corners fast, and then when you're going out of corners and stuff like that. If you don't believe me, you can search it up on Google yourself, and you'll see for yourself, I guess. Anyway, now on to my next point. Should you consider buying an e-bike? Well, if you're probably only just first starting to getting into cycling and you want to have a bit of assistance when you see a hill, because you want to just do that and then it gets onto the flats again, and then you start pedaling again, but then obviously in the end you do not use the electric assistance, and then you start trying to pedal up hills yourself and see how it goes. And obviously if you don't like it but you just like to go fast on the flat roads instead of trying to maintain speed up hills and whatever, then yeah, you probably should just buy a motorbike, to be honest, but you might as well buy an e-bike if that's what you like to do. I have never really seen the point of buying an e-bike because they can only top out at 15 miles an hour, which is about my average speed when I'm pedaling, and my max speed is about 29 to 31 miles an hour. Saying that, I've only got 31 once, and I think that's probably because there was a bit of a tailwind that day. But yeah, just for reference. And if I'm kind of just cruising, but still going a bit fast, I can get about 26 miles an hour, which again isn't quite, it's really quite good for a mountain bike, I would say. But yeah, that's probably why I've also started to have a bit of trouble with my chain on my bike, because obviously I'm pushing it beyond its limits at, well, most of the time. But anyway, if that's what you like, then go ahead, buy an e-bike. But just don't expect to have as much exercise, because obviously you're not going to get it. And plus, like I said, you're only going to top out at 15 miles an hour, and when you hit 15 miles an hour, you're going to actually have to start pedaling yourself. Unless you get an illegal one, which means you can probably go even faster to like 40 miles an hour or 60 miles an hour. Which is, well, a bit stupid. Because you will definitely get arrested if the police see you doing that, because they'll think, well, it's not fair that obviously they can go tear arson through towns and cities going 60 miles an hour because they don't have to have any license plates or pay for a tax or insurance or anything. So they could literally go bombing down through speed cameras because they won't get fined or anything because they don't have number plates, front or the back. So obviously they are very, very much illegal. And yeah, there you go. So don't do that either. Very big no-no. But this is exactly my point. All the legal ones, in my mind, are quite pointless. Because they only top out at 15 miles an hour, and then as soon as you hit 15 miles an hour, you have to start pedaling yourself, which is quite ridiculous. Because even in towns and cities, it means you're not going to get away from any cars. You will probably from the lights, because you'll be able to get up to 15 miles an hour, and as soon as you hit 15 miles an hour, then you're just going to get overtaken by cars again, so it's completely pointless. As I'm sure car drivers will tell you, they hate cyclists. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this video. Yeah, goodbye.